How to succeed in relationships without being white. Sharp Game coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of which can be found on Amazon.com. So, before I get started, like this video, share this video, and if you want a free copy of my newest book, Boss Life Secrets, click on the Join tab below this video and read all about it right there. And if you need extra help, click on the Join tab just below this video. Like and subscribe. So, this is a question that I got a couple days ago from somebody that's been following me for like a year now. He said, how do you survive, how do you have good, healthy relationships without being white in America? And when he said that, I automatically knew where he was coming from. Because whether you know it or not, aware of it or not, conscious of it or not, us, we have our own unique experiences when it comes to relationships in this country. Now, if you don't believe that, go out into the society, in your world, and do what other people do. Follow them and see how it goes. Test it out. See if you get the results that you're looking for. And if you do get a similar result, are you happy with those results? And if the answer is no, or you don't get those results, why do you think that is? Take a drink of that. Why do you think that is? See, I learned a long time ago that you just can't follow what these other groups of people do. It ain't gonna work most of the time. And I learned this the hard way because, I have a military background. So most of the people that I was with in the military just happened to be white people, right? And most of the time, the person that's doing the talking, as far as there's a chain, there's a structure in the military. But most of the time, the person that's doing the talking, that's above us, just happens to be a white guy. Hey, go figure. So he's talking from a white perspective in most cases. So he's giving advice based on what's been proven to work before him, which makes sense. If it works for the majority, hey, why change it? That makes sense to me, But he knows, and even the people above him knows, that some of this shit ain't gonna work for everybody. But if it works for 60, 70%, great. The rest of the people, they'll figure it out, And I've learned that a lot of that advice, it just didn't work. It doesn't work. It still doesn't work to this day. If you follow most advice that's being given on television, or you look at some of the Hollywood movies, listen to some of your friends. So some of your friends are trying to see relationships through the eyes of whites. So when your friends talk, you have to ask, where they're pulling this information from? Is it from school, from college, from their grandparents, or from their parents? And if they pulling it from their parents, where'd their parents get the information from? So you have to always be conscious of this. And a lot of times you can kind of figure out where it's coming from. Because it's not going to be practical. It's not going to be something that's been proven to work. It's It's gonna be something like they'll start saying stuff. Hey, you should treat people the way they want to be treated. Stuff like that. Or they'll say something like, you should always respect women. What does that mean? Treat people the way they want to be treated. That doesn't work. You should treat people the way they would like to be treated. And what way is that? You say you should respect women. Respect women how? What does that mean? See, there's a lot of things that's being thrown out there in society, and it's kind of broad, and people are confused about what it's really all about. And then they assume that it's like this way, and they'll do one way, and it doesn't work. See, the problem with living in America, and in most Western countries or first world countries, is that there's a lot of information that's being thrown out there, and people grab hold of it and go out and try it, and then after a couple years go by, maybe 5, 10 years, and now in their late 20s, 30s, they're like, man, this thing ain't working. This ain't working out that well. I'm having all kinds of problems. My relationships, horrible. My finances is horrible. I hate my job. I can barely make rent. I can't even pay my student loans. This ain't working out. And the reason why it's not working out is because you've been lied to. You've been lied to. See, I've learned that in order to get the results that you really want, you have to go like in reverse, counterintuitive, like almost do the opposite of what they tell you to do. Do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. It took me about, by the time I really got a hold of this, by the time I really found something that worked, man, I was like 32 years old. And I left my parents' house when I was like 19. And now I'm 32. I've wasted 13 years. That's a long time. I was still a young man, but it took me 13 years to really get a hold to this. And some people never figure it out. Some people just keep going on that hamster wheel. And this is why a lot of people are so unhappy, and they're sad, and they're depressed, because they've never really lived their life on their own terms. They always listen to what somebody else was saying. And they listen to people that haven't done much of anything, if anything. They haven't done anything. And that's what we do in America. We listen to people that haven't done anything. They'll tell you to do this. They'll tell you should be doing this, you should be doing that, but they haven't done it. But we listen to them, right? But meanwhile, the guy that's successful, maybe he's a millionaire, maybe he's owned a couple properties, real estate, maybe he's in the tech space. So maybe you know him personally. He's successful, he got a family, kids, investments, everything. You know him personally. Or you maybe met this guy. You maybe had a chance to meet the person. Could be male or female. You won't even sit by him in the conference. You won't even send him an email. And he gave you the card. You won't even try to make friends with him. You know why? Because you feel like you kind of feel like, hey, I'm nervous. I don't really know what to say. This is what most people usually say. I don't know what to say. So they kind of feel like I don't really know what to say. I don't know, man. So they kind of feel like, well, and they just drift off, and they never even really have a conversation with the person. It becomes socially awkward, because this person is not like you. They're different. This is what happens all the time. We tend to listen to people that they have an opinion about everything. They so smart. How come they not? How come they haven't had so many accomplishments in life? This is people we listen to. We listen to slick talkers, the guys that wear the nice suits and the jewelry and nice cars or whatever. And you keep going on that hamster wheel. Some people never get off. If you want, if you want successful relationships, if you want to live the best life possible, you're gonna have to do some things different. You can't follow the status quo. That's not gonna work for everybody. That's not even working for white folks today. That's not even working for a lot of white folks today. They have to make some changes. They're having to do that right now as we speak. If that's not going to work, you have to make some changes. You might have to have more than one woman. You might have to. You might have to have more than one income. Which I highly recommend you have more than one income. Now you might say, oh, what do you mean more than one woman? Yeah. You might have to have more than one woman. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having more than one woman. Now, see, some woman ain't gonna go along with that. Cool. She ain't. There's another woman will. This happens all the time. Let me tell you something. Most of these guys that are successful in doing whatever they do, they have more than one woman. They just don't broadcast it and tell everybody about it and get on television and tell everybody how they're living. Most of them have more than one woman. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. There's nothing wrong with polygamy. You don't necessarily have to call it polygamy, but you don't have to call it anything. You can say, hey, this is just how I live. It takes a village to take care of a family. It takes a village to do anything massive in a major way. You have to go against everything you've been taught if you want to be successful and have healthy relationships. Otherwise, it ain't gonna work. If you're trying to follow what people are doing at the job, that's probably not gonna work. You're gonna be just like them. You're gonna be living just like them at the job. As a matter of fact, if you tell somebody at your job what I just said in this video, they'll shame it. They'll be like, he's immature. He's just another black guy. He's some male chauvinistic, whatever. They'll make up something to justify it. They'll shame it and knock it down because they don't want you to do it. But meanwhile, they more than likely they probably already doing it. That's what I've learned over the past 20, 25 years, 30 years. And most people, they'll knock what you have down, and they're already doing it. And this happens in America all the time. Just like you have people, I'll give you an example right now. People are telling you to do something that they're not doing. They tell you you should wear a mask, but they don't have on the mask. They tell you you should go. It's okay for you to go outside, go to the store, go to the mall, but they're not going outside. They're telling you to do things that they're not doing. They're telling you you should, hey, keep your distance from people. You should have, it should be less than 7 people in the room. But in the room that they standing in, it's 21 people in the room. So the hypocrisy that exists in this country is off the hook. And it's not only in this country, it's everywhere. People are telling you to do things that they're not doing. So I learned this a long time ago, man. I said, the heck with this, man. I'm getting mine, man. I'm not going to be denied out here. I'm sorry. I'm not going to walk around and squalor and stop doing what I'm doing just because somebody don't like me or the color of my skin or because they don't like what I'm saying or I don't fit the prototypical image of somebody that's supposed to be saying and doing whatever it is. I've heard all of that crap. I've heard it all. And I still keep it moving. You know? So at the end of the day, it's your life. The decision is yours. You can be lame and mediocre, or you can thrive to be the best you can be. And if you need some help with that, click that join tab below this video. And you can pick whatever package you want, and I'll help you out. And I'll even send you a free book if you pick the platinum or the diamond package. It's on you. So hey, like this video, share this video. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.